Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pixel's Death Alley for the second race of the day. Very sloppy kebab sauce has the record of 1:38, but pizza did pretty well with 1:39 on that current ghost marble. Just love saying that though. Very sloppy kebab sauce. And would you like very sloppy kebab sauce on your pizza? I would. StevenCogswell coming to the bottom of the vertical people in first place, trying to get that into that booster with a beautiful straight line as they go through the right hand side, past all those pistons and right into the first. Newton's Nightmare. Spoontree trying to get ahead. Jason Adventures has a little bit of trouble. Oh my goodness, Jason Adventures broke the piston on the pendulum on the left hand side, and Matthew just can't handle the pressure. Gonna fall out of the map immediately. It looks like that virgin runner is just not ready to take on these veterans on this very difficult course. Jason Adventures trying to retake first place on the left hand side. StevenCogswell holding second for now. Chesapeake trying to muscle their way in through with that beautiful cannonball Dolly Roger combination with a straight shot through the center of the gutter, going down into the third Newton's Nightmare. Looks like Chesapeake starting to run away with this race. Jason Adventures in second place, having a little bit of trouble with those ramming pins. Grimlock's trying to hold third for now as StevenCogswell tries to hold fourth place. Course Vision fifth, and it looks like Spoontree back in sixth place, where they might make a comeback from behind. Watch out for them. They've got a lot of tricks up their sleeve. No, Spoontree blasted up by the piston. Can they stick the landing? And no, looks like Spoontree's out. Never mind. Don't worry about them at all. They're a complete pushover. And Chesapeake's making their way down into these boosters, having a little bit of trouble on these pistons. So this is not looking good for Chesapeake. Grimlock's trying to get ahead, but they're going to have trouble in the pistons as well, and they get blasted out. Looks like Jason Adventures coming down the side with a smash right into Chesapeake, giving a very unsportsmanlike blast in the band, but it looks like it's backfired as they slam into a piston themselves and give back Chesapeake back into the center. As StevenCogswell going right to the opening created by Chesapeake as they go through the right-hand side of the Newton's Nightmare, trying to get down into that first place position. It looks like they're going to have it as they go down into the fifth Newton's Nightmare. StevenCogswell going down in the fifth Newton's Nightmare with a very good line through that next piston, but they hit the very last piston. Very unfortunately, Jason Adventures trying to get ahead. Chesapeake collides with him again, returning the blow from before, and right back into first place. And it looks like Chesapeake is getting very unsportsmanlike here. All right, Matthew, thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Chesapeake coming down into this first place position, but the Glorious Mustache coming up from behind as they hit this booster, coming down into the next line of Gungster, into the last Newton's Nightmare. It looks like Glorious Mustache gets tripped up again, and Chesapeake is playing very dirty now after getting that blow in the back of the head by Jason Adventures. And it looks like Chesapeake has just had enough of all of this. Looks like Glorious Mustache trying to hold second, but StevenCogswell skips ahead around that sixth Newton's Nightmare, and so does Jason Adventures, blasting Blade, and a complete mutual suicide. Jason Adventures, desperate for any kind of placement, is just blasting themselves right into the end and just taking StevenCogswell with them. And it looks like Shez TV has outperformed everyone on this strategy, and Shez TV has expertly executed their strategy in the first place. And it looks like the Glorious Mustache did wait for everyone else to finish out, but they just died instead, and they're going to take the second place position by default. Going to be Yusuf with a very good line as they go around the pins on the left-hand side. Spoontree has a good line as well, trying to get ahead. Number 9 and number 10 having it out on the course. Spoontree hits one more pin. Yusuf trying to overtake, but Spoontree going to block him out as they go into the jump, getting down into the 9-lane bowling alley, and the other players are not going to be too far behind. Chesapeake in third, Buko in fourth, Becca in fifth, Blee in sixth place, and Final Nightmare in seventh place, trying to get through it. It looks like they're going to go to the top of the calendar here. Anyone going for a skip? Spoontree gets the skip right to the center, hits the booster right down the center of the track, screaming down the course. They're going to miss the second booster, but they have so much speed it doesn't matter, and that is the skip you want to get to. Spoontree blasting off to the right-hand side, skipping the entire Newton's Nightmare, blasting off to the left and right-hand side. Can they avoid elimination here on the pistons? They're ahead of the record time, but they have to watch out for these pins. The other players completely lost behind, don't even know what to do. Yusuf, I think, just now getting into the Newton's Nightmare. Buko trying to get through in that next position, and Spoontree is running away with this, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get past the ramming pins and past the pistons, and it looks like they've got a straight shot into the cheese grater, and Spoontree setting a record 1:30 plus, going down to the windmill in first place, and Spoontree, absolutely phenomenal performance with a new record time. Expertly done. But it looks like BioCow still in the back with their patented come-from-behind strategy, and they're going to go reset immediately all the way back to the beginning, and they're going to go careening down the course, blasting off of the left-hand side, and BioCow a little too anxious to get that come back from behind going. Had they waited a little longer for the debris to clear, they could have had a straight shot all the way to the end, but they just could not wait, and they've been eliminated, and unfortunately, no turkey for BioCow, excuse me, Zone in first place in the top, but it looks like Harmouth perfectly timing it through the debris right down to the last pair of force cubes, trying to stay ahead of that Shez TV marble, but it's going to be tricky to do on this course with all of these force cubes as they bounce off to the right-hand side, trying to get around the debris, and it looks like they're going to get buried up. Zone skipping off to the left-hand side. I think they hit the reset warper, and now Zone all the way back, going careening down the course, trying to get through these boosters as quick as possible, but they hit one of the force cubes and then get bounced back again, trying to find their way as they go across a second time, trying to get past the debris, trying to get around, but I think it is going to be Harmouth coming around in second place, in first place, or Grandma's Cookies in first place, waiting for that debris to clear. As Zone is going to be trying to come up from behind. Zone finally clear. Going to be hitting these beasts, and it looks like it's a clear path all the way down. Hitting these boosters straight through the debris. They got to be careful with their speed, though. Bounce up the right inside. They get reset again, screaming down, and this is going to be absolutely disastrous. Zone just rocketing off into space, trying to get back to Earth, but I don't think they're going to make it. And now it's just down to Grandma's Cookies and Harmouth for the last players trying to get in that first place finish. That was the strategy BioCow was going to go for, but BioCow could not wait long enough, but it looks like it wouldn't have worked out anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are on Devil's Chaos for the first time in a very long time. 8 racers on the track. Let's see what our players have in store for us. Good Blue getting in for their first race in a long time as well. Let's see what happens as they go through this Plinko board. Lots of players on the right-hand side trying to hit those boosters. Butterbill, Jason Adventures relying on the other players to hit him. Chesney going to be well behind. There goes Shockshift making a break. Perfect shot straight in the dishwasher, but can they get through? No, they're bounce off to the left-hand side. All the other players are coming through on the right-hand side. Glorious Pushes a lot of speed, but not falling out of the map. Keeping it under control for now. And Harmouth is going to be the first one through across the rolling razor with perfect timing. All the other players are going to get jumbled up on that rolling razor. And Harmouth is going to be coming around in that colander in first place. Can they get a good pin bounce, or will they get stuck on the pin again? Oh my goodness, Harmouth almost got stuck on the pin just like they did last time. And Harmouth defying the odds there, finally going down into the collection bin in first place, but Butterbill making up some ground with that beautiful Cannonball Jolly Roger combo, making their way down into the funnel in second place, half a helix behind Harmouth. Shockshift comes out of the colander in third place. Man like Anderson looking to come out of the colander in fourth, but they're having a little bit of trouble finding the opening, and Chesney V's going to beat it to him, but they're headed in the wrong direction. Where are you going? Chesney V almost falling off at the back of the map, and now all the players are making their way through the colander and down into the rest of the track. Harmouth in first place, making their way out of that helix into that booster, into the obstacle pan. Can they get through it ahead of the record time? Perfect line through the left-hand side, hitting the piston. It looks like that's not going to cost them a little bit of time here, but still a good line. Butterbill going to get through on the right-hand side, clipping ahead those pistons, and Harmouth now back in second place. Butterbill in first place, making the way out of that industrial potato peeler. Butterbill getting ahead of Vincenzo as they go through into the skip, but here you're going to see Vincenzo's amazing performance on this part of the course. Butterbill hitting the line, getting caught up in those pistons. That's going to cost them a lot of time. Vincenzo with the amazing play on their Ghost Marble. Harmouth trying to follow suit with Vincenzo's performance, and Harmouth going through the left-hand side into that helix. It looks like they've stayed at the track. Butterbill the right-hand side, and Harmouth looking to finish in first place if they just don't stumble on that last dishwasher. Shockshift 6th landing on the top track, and that's going to work out really well for them. Man like Anderson coming around in 4th place. Chesney in 5th. Glorious in 6th. Good Blue in 7th. And Jason Adventures in 8th place. Making their way down into the rest of the track. Harmouth coming around on the left-hand side of the merge triple helix, trying to hold first place with Butterbill only a moment behind in 2nd place. All the other players now just getting into the merge triple helix themselves as Harmouth comes out into the collection bin, trying to get past these pistons. Can they do it, or are they going to get caught up? Butterbill coming through on the left-hand side, trying to get a better line as they hit the piston, bouncing over the top, but they get caught up in the middle, and Harmouth is going to start breaking away as they go through on the right-hand side of the dishwasher, slamming right in the blade, trying to go in the wrong direction. Butterbill trying to get through on the opening and right-hand side, but they missed it as well. Both players having a little bit of trouble, and here comes Shockshift and Man like Anderson from behind. Harmouth on the left-hand side trying to get on the exit, but they've missed the line, and they're going to get wiped around with the blade again. Shockshift trying to get through on the right-hand side through the opening, but they've bounced out to left-hand side. Man like Anderson trying to get through on the right-hand side. They're not going to be able to make it either. All the players are going through on the wrong side. Royce Bush is through on the left-hand side, still not able to go. No player getting through this dishwasher. What is going on? Butterbill through on the left-hand side, finally finding the exit, and I think Butterbill no, Sheds TV from behind out of nowhere, coming up through that dishwasher perfectly, overtaking all the other players and defying the odds entirely. Sheds TV with a first place finish. Butterbill gonna have to settle for second. Glorious Bush in third. Man like Anderson in fourth. Shockshift in fifth. Good Blue in sixth. And Harmouth coming up in 7th place. Jason Adventures was eliminated. Probably didn't stick the landing on that jump. And Harmouth limping across the line in 7th place. But Sheds TV surprise upset of the day. All the players making their way down on that vertical pinball board. Glorious Bush, Shockshift, and Chesney on the right-hand side. Meadows, Harmouth, Switcher, and Yusuf on the left-hand side, trying to make their way down into this giant pile. There's nothing. Look at this is the worst, literally the worst procedurally generated map ever. No pin, no ops. Look at this bullshit. I'm gonna refuse. I object. I refuse to cover this race. I'm done. I'm just gonna sit this one out, folks. This is literally the worst procedurally generated map ever. Not a single pin, not a single obstacle, just gutters. Wow. No one's going to change position. The race was determined by the time they got out of the vertical pinball board. The positions were locked, and nothing is going to happen. Harmouth may be overtaking Shensivi. Nope. Shensivi right back. Oh, Harmouth's making a move. Harmouth might be ahead of Shensivi. Nope. Harmouth having trouble again, boxing out Shensivi as they go around. Looks like Harmouth managed to gain 1 place over the entire course. And the Glorious Mustache overtook Shockshift. How gripping. That's literally the worst ever.